the Enviro Cloth. The Enviro Cloth, or E for everything cloth, you're going to use this cloth to clean almost every surface in your home. You're going to wash countertops. You're going to wash, cupboards, walls, floors, tables, toilets, sinks. Whatever you can think of, you can use this cloth on. You can use it on mirrors, on windows. You can use it on your stainless steel appliances, and follow it up with the second product in the Safe Haven 5 set, which we'll talk about in the next video. This cloth can literally be used on almost every single surface in your house to clean it. And you're cleaning it with just water. What can that mean for you and your family if you are able to clean 90% of your house with just this cloth and water? How much money can you save if that's what you're doing? You're not having to buy those wipes to clean your bathroom with like I used to. You're not having to buy those different toxic chemical filled sprays that you use to clean your mirrors and your windows with. You're not spending money on paper towels, which we'll talk about in the next video. You're not spending money on all of those products. How much money can you save? Not to mention that Norwex microfiber has a 2-year warranty. If something happens to this cloth, if it frays or it rips before those 2 years are up, you let me know. And I will let Norwex know. And we will get these cloths replaced for you. So because we have talked about the awesome things that this cloth does, and we've talked about how we're not going to have stinky dishcloths anymore, and how we're going to save so much money on cleaning products because we're using this cloth, let's talk about how to take care of this cloth properly so that it continues to work the way that it was designed to for you. So the number one thing that you want to do when you're using this cloth, after you've wiped your toilet all down, after you've cleaned it off, you want to take it over to your sink and rinse your Enviro Cloth off in hot water. And then you want to hang it to dry. All of our microfiber comes with these handy dandy little tags on them for 2 purposes. The first purpose is to tell you which cloth it is. So it says right here on this cloth that it's the Enviro Cloth. And it's also going to let you know that this cloth has our backlock technology. But the second reason is for hanging purposes. You can hang this cloth up for it to dry. What happens when you leave your cloth sitting on your counter or in the bottom of your sink in a heap like this? There's all these dark, wet places inside this cloth where bacteria is going to want to grow. Bacteria likes damp, wet, dark places. You hang this cloth up, there's no place for bacteria to grow. This whole cloth is going to get dry, and that backlock is going to go to work, and it's going to keep your cloth clean. After you've rinsed it in hot water, within 24 hours, it will be all nice and clean again for you. Now, just because it is a self-purifying cloth, that does not mean that you never launder it, okay? You do need to launder your microfiber. The nice thing is, though, that you can use these for 1 to 2 weeks before you have to launder them. But every 1 to 2 weeks, I would recommend throwing this in the washing machine. Now, there are some rules for when you wash your microfiber to keep it working its best for you. There are 3 rules. The first rule is no bleach. If you wash this with chlorine or with bleach, it can degrade your microfiber, and then it's not going to be able to do the best job that it can for you. Secondly, no fabric softener or dryer sheets. Fabric softener and dryer sheets basically coat everything with the smell but there is a chemical film that fabric softener and dryer sheets leave behind on everything. And that's part of why your clothes or whatever is covered in this film is going to smell so good for so long. It's because of this film that it leaves behind. You don't want to use fabric softeners or dryer sheets with your Norwex microfiber because it will coat the fibers and then they're not going to be able to work the way that they're supposed to. That backlock technology is not going to be able to keep your cloth clean because it's covered with this coating from your fabric softener or your dryer sheets. And number 3, you're not going to wash your microfiber in detergent with fillers or phosphates or fragrances, because those are also going to coat your microfiber and not allow it to work properly the way that it was designed. So we also happen to carry a microfiber cleaner, like a little bit of a detergent booster that you can add into your detergent for cleaning your microfiber. And I would suggest doing that every so often. You probably don't need to do it every time that you launder your microfiber, but you should probably do that every so often. So to make this longer video, it's definitely not one of the quick ones, we covered a couple different things. We talked about what makes Norwex so special, and that is Norwex microfiber. That's what makes Norwex so special. And then secondly, we talked about the first product in the Safe Haven 5 set, which is the Enviro Cloth. Like, if you walk away from Norwex and you walk away from this party or from these videos and you have no idea what it is that you want to get your hands on, like you don't know where to start, if you can only afford to get one thing, get the Enviro Cloth. You're going to be able to clean most of your house with just this cloth. And I personally think that's pretty awesome.